Who's that? Commander Claw. Who's bad? Commander Claw. Welcome back to another episode of Breaking Brews. I'm your host, Commander Claw, and I am bringing you, I think this is probably the coolest mono red Voltron commander that the Final Fantasy set has to offer. Honestly, if you see this commander on the opposite side of the table, I would be worried because there's no other card in mono red that does this and for the cost. So it just makes me wonder if you built this deck, what you put in it and what craziness you got in store for players. Now, it's not like it's going to be crazy shenanigans, but it's just such an efficient card for what it does, and it's in mono red, so it's aggro, Voltron, it's gonna hurt people's feelings. Let's talk about Freya Crescent for 1 red mana. So our 1 drop for 1 red mana that we're gonna play on turn 1, that is our commander, is a 1/1 body, legendary rat knight. Has the ability jump. During your turn, Freya Crescent has flying. Okay. Tap, add 1 red mana. Spend this mana only to cast an equipment spell or activate an equip ability. This is really explosive. There's a bunch of artifacts at 2 mana that you're able to cast on turn 2. There's even artifact equipments for 1 red mana and with 1 equip cost. Then the commander is evasive, so on your turn is allowed to jump, aka give it flying for the turn. You see where I'm going here? So you automatically get to hit a player on turn 2 with your commander. With your commander on turn 2, you probably could deal 1 damage. But that 1 damage turns into something else. Or turn 2, you got 2 artifacts, equipments on the battlefield. Then equip it on the next turn, turn 3. And your commander is +6, +0, and it's a 7/1 with flying and the other abilities. I don't know yet. But I got some other cards that are powerhouses for it. Otherwise, this commander works very well in the 99. Freya Crescent. Let's begin. Look, y'all better know this sword by now. Buster Sword for 3 mana. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +3/+2. Whenever the equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Then you may cast a spell from your hand with mana value less or equal to the damage without paying its mana cost. Equip 2. Well, yeah, this is just an awesome card. You get to draw cards, buff your creature, and cast free spells. And equip for 2 mana. That's nothing. A 5 mana investment? Get out of here. And honestly, I should have thought about it even more. Like, this is your turn 1 commander. Turn 2 or turn 3, if you have a mana ritual in your hand, you can play some explosive, more powerful artifact equipments on turn 2 and 3 that have like a total mana investment of 5. And you can get them out on turn 3 and 4. Just to think. Now, obviously, I'm talking about regular like bracket 2, bracket 3, not your 4 and 5s and your freaking Mox Ambers that cast 5 colored commanders on turn 2. That shit is crazy to me. That's like not even fun. But yeah, Freya Crescent is fun. Crescent is fun. Let's talk about Wrecking Ball Arm. For 2 mana, equipment, legendary artifact. Equipped creature has base power and toughness 7/7. It can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Equip legendary creature for 3. Equip for 7. Obviously, Freya Crescent is a legendary creature, so you're equipping it for 3. So this is my other favorite mono red Voltron from the Final Fantasy set. Super cool ability. Let's talk about Gilgamesh Master at Arms for 4 and 2 red, 6/6 body, legendary human samurai. Whenever Gilgamesh enters or attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put any number of equipment cards from among them on the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. When you put one or more equipment onto the battlefield this way, you may attach one of them to a samurai you control. Well, unfortunately, Freya is not a samurai, so Freya would go very well in the 99 of a Gilgamesh deck. Um, why not? Turn one, if you have her in your hand, hey, you got a creature that is a mana dork and red that is able to, pay one to cast the equipment or activate an equip ability. So Firion Wild Rose Warrior. I think this is. I actually put a video out on this one. Now that I think about it, it's cool, but it could have been better. It's not as like exciting as I think about it now. Like I put that video out like a week ago, or 2 weeks ago actually. Fearing Wild Rose Warrior for 2 and a red, 3/3 body, human rebel warrior, equipped creature you control has haste. Whenever a non-token equipment you control enters, create a token that's a copy of it, except it has this equipment abilities cost 2 less to activate. Sacrifice the token at the beginning of the next end step. Honestly, I wish it's the tokens never went away, right? And you're limited to the equipment that you put in to the battlefield that turn. Like it's just like a flash in the pan. That's what it feels like. Like it got your hopes up and that's it. However, it does give the ability quick creatures you control have haste. Cool. Cool. Moving on. Now, if you're new to Magic, I will tell you this card is a auto include for Voltron commanders with red in their deck. Kediss, Emberclaw Familiar. For 1 in a red, 1/1 body, legendary creature, elemental lizard. Whenever a commander you control deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to each other opponent and has the ability partner. And I need to put out a video of how I feel that partner commanders are the most powerful commanders in the game. Literally, it's two commanders. It's two commanders. Yeah. But anyways, if you have Kediss and Freya, and you swing at your opponent with a flying rat, you're just doing damage to all your opponents. They will not like that. They're not going to let you get away with that consistently. You might get one hit in, but nah. Just because one player can't block your flying rat doesn't mean the other opponents want to take damage. Think about that when you add this card. Spicy, spicy good card. If you made it this far in the video, I put some rat synergy in the deck. So we got Tattered Ratter for 1 in a red from the Wild Eldraine set. I actually have this card because I bought the set, and now I think it actually has some use. 2/2 body human peasant. Whenever a rat you control becomes blocked, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. That's pretty good. If your rat gets blocked, it gets +2/+0, keeping it, making it stronger. Continue on the rat synergy. Swarmyard is a land. Tap it, add colors. Otherwise, tap it, regenerate target insect, rat, spider, or squirrel. You know what makes this card stupid nasty? You know what makes this card stupid nasty? All you have to do is tap the land to regenerate your flying rat. You do not pay mana. You just tap the land to regenerate your rat. That is crazy. That is super niche. It's super powerful. This card is super niche because it's only targeting certain creatures. And it's powerful just because you don't have to, you can just save this land and just regenerate Freya every time. So I think Freya Crescent is probably the most fun commander a player out here is going to build. I think it's explosive, aggro, and with the right equipments, especially the swords that give protection from the different colors, you have a flying rat with a bunch of abilities and protection. That can get ugly. Hey, if you are looking at building this commander or you have a deck list, put it in the comment section below because I know it's nasty.